Hello, I'm Lucy from Yogadoo and welcome to Yoga Time with Kinderly. Now today we are going to have a really special adventure because it is springtime and we are going to meet some very special creatures down in the woods. So come with me, let's get comfortable, let's roll out our mat or our blanket or find somewhere comfortable to do yoga right now. So first of all we're going to sit really nice and still. And try and make your back as long as you can and give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle and bring them down away from your ears. Now we're going on an adventure together, so let's bring our hands together like this, like we're wearing goggles, and let's look around at where we might go on our adventure together today. I know where we'll go. Shall we go to the woods and see what creatures live down there in springtime? So let's take our goggles apart, we're ready, and place them down on our legs or our knees and close our eyes for a few moments. And let's just pretend that we're in the woods right now. What would we be able to see? Would we see trees? Maybe birds in the sky. And if we breathe in, what would we be able to smell? Let's just sniff in and pretend we're in the woods. Sniff in together. And again. Maybe you can smell flowers or trees. One more time, big sniff. Good. Well, let's go to the woods together. So the first thing we see when we get to the woods are lots and lots of different kind of tree. So shall we be a tree together right now? So let's bring ourselves down, we're up on our tiptoes, and bring your hands together like you're a baby tree. And we're going to grow the tree up nice and tall. Watch it grow past your face. And let's grow even taller and taller and taller, and then your branches open up, and maybe you have leaves on the end of your fingers, or maybe even some fruit. Now, if you feel okay, let's lift one foot on top of the other foot, so we're almost standing on one leg. And if you want to try and stand on one leg, then look straight ahead of you and really stare at what you can see, and just slowly lift a foot onto your leg. Oh, are you wobbling? Are you balancing? Maybe if you're with somebody, you can hold on tightly to them and balance together. So we try and count for 1, 2, 3. That's brilliant. That's your tree pose. So let's try the other side. Maybe we'll grow into a different kind of tree this time. What kind of tree will you be this time you grow nice and tall? So opening up really tall, like you're growing towards the sunshine. Opening up the branches, finding your leaves or your fruit on the end, or maybe you're a different shaped tree this time, and lift your foot onto your foot again. And maybe a little bit higher if you feel okay. And let's count 1, 2, 3. That's brilliant. Now it is springtime in the woods, so things are beginning to grow and to come back to life after a really cold winter. And we're going to meet Bonnie the bunny. So shall we do bunny pose? Let's take our hands down like this in front of our legs and let's start to bounce. Can you bounce? That's brilliant. Let's see how high we can bounce. Should we count to 3 and bounce as high as we can? 1, 2, 3, bounce. Good. And again. 1, 2, 3, bounce. One more time. 1, 2, 3, bounce. That's very good. And bunnies tend to have really long ears, don't they? Can you be up on your tiptoes and show me your bunny ears? And maybe you've got one that's a little bit floppy today. Or the other one. Really good. Now Bonnie is in the woods. Let's sit down for a moment. And she's wondering where all her friends are. She hasn't seen them for ages and she really wants somebody to play with. Shall we have a little look and see if we can see any of Bonnie's friends? Can you see any? What kind of friends friends might Bonnie have who live in the woods with her? Well, shall we go around and have a little look to see if we can find some of Bonnie's friends? And I'll tell you something, we have a little song that we can sing too. Maybe you know it. It's called Hop Little Bunnies. So let's get into our bunny pose and we're going to sing. Are you ready? See the bunnies sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we wake them with a merry tune? They're so still, are they ill? Wake up soon. Are you ready? Hop little bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop little bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop little bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 hop. And now, see the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we wake them with this merry tune? They're so still, are they ill? Wake up soon. Are you ready? Skip little bunny, skip, skip, skip. Skip little bunny, skip, skip, skip. Skip little bunny, skip, skip, skip. Skip, 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 skip. One more time. See the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we wake them with this merry tune? They're so still, are they ill? Wake up soon. Jump this time. Are you ready? Jump little bunny, jump, jump, jump. Jump little bunny, jump, jump, jump. Jump little bunny, jump, jump, jump. Jump, 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 jump. Well done. Give yourselves a clap for being such brilliant bunnies. Now, come down. Let's have a little look around then. So Bonnie wants to find her friends. There's a little bit of a cool breeze in the air because it's sometimes a bit chilly in springtime. So can you make your fingers go around in a circle so that you feel a bit of a breeze on your face? Can you feel it? And let's go the other way. And when the fingers come towards us, let's suck some of that nice cool breeze in. Are you ready? And then breathe out. One more. Now, the first place Bonnie is going to look is in the log pile. So can you make yourself into a long log like this? Maybe just lying on your front, and maybe you're just gently rolling from side to side. Maybe you can make yourself really long, like this. Now, who do you think might live in a log pile house? If you are a fan of the Gruffalo, then maybe you'll know. So bring your hands next to your shoulders and bring your elbows out to the side, and we're going to wake up a little grass snake. Are you ready? So we breathe in here and we breathe out. I'm going to do it towards you so you can see what I'm doing. Are you ready? We breathe in and we breathe out. One more time, this way. Breathing in and breathing out. And the grass snake comes all the way up and he says, "Oh Bonnie, I have been asleep for the whole winter. Thank you so much for waking me up. What are we going to do?" And Bonnie says, "We're going to go and wake up all the creatures that are sleeping because it's springtime." So grass snake and Bonnie the bunny go looking for some more creatures to wake up. The next place they go is in the long grass. So can you lift your legs up and point your toes and take your arms up towards the sky too? And can you be some swishy, swashy, long grass, just blowing and moving gently in that cool spring breeze? Now, who might be living in the long grass? Bring your knees up to your chest and gently rock and roll up and over and make yourself as small as you can, really tiny, because living in the long grass is a very tiny creature and it's dormouse. So can grass snake and Bonnie the bunny say, wake up, Dormouse. Please say, wake up, Dormouse. It's time to play. It's springtime. And Dormouse comes up and takes a huge stretch, reaching up as tall as Dormouses can stretch, and says, oh, thank you for waking me up. I have been asleep for the whole winter and I would love to play with you. So, Bonnie the bunny and grass snake and Dormouse continue to go around the woods looking for more creatures to wake up. And they come across a lovely bank of flowers. So can you imagine you've got lovely flowers of all different colours around you. Shall we pretend to pick one? So let's pick a flower and use your hands like it's a little flower with its petals. Take a little sniff and then let the flowers open as you breathe out. One more big sniff. Good. And let's come onto our bottom and bring our feet together and just pretend that this is a little butterfly. So can you flap your butterfly wings a little bit fast and then slowly? And Bonnie, the bunny and grass snake and Dormouse say to the butterflies, come with us, we're looking for all the creatures to wake up and to play because it's springtime. And the butterfly says, I would love to come with you. Can you have a big stretch? I would love to come with you and play. Brilliant. Now, do you know what, children? Sometimes in springtime, it's not always sunshine. So can you take your legs out for me and start to pat your legs? Because sometimes we have little spring showers, don't we? So can you just pat your legs and your tummy and your bottom and your back like it's a little shower of rain. And this will help us to wake up if we're feeling a bit sleepy too. Now if you stop patting for a moment, can you feel the tingles in your fingers? And just gently pat the top of your head and down on your jaw here. Good. And one more little rain shower and then I think that's it for the day. I think the sunshine is coming out. Very good. Now sitting with our legs crossed, one insect that doesn't like the rain and is glad that that shower has gone are the bumblebees. Can you take your fingers together and put them on your head and imagine your arms are bumblebee wings, and I bet you know what sound a bumblebee makes. Shall we try and do it together? So take a big sniff in and then make the sound for me. One more, breathe in. An even longer buzz. Are you ready? And bumblebees can get a little bit sleepy in the winter too, so can you have a big stretch? And one more. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? And now bumblebee and butterfly and dormouse and snake and of course Bonnie the bunny are off looking for some more creatures to wake up. And they go down by the river. So can you take your rainy fingers that were rain all the way down towards your rainy toes? You might not be able to touch them, don't worry. Lifting up, and this is river pose. So you can pretend that you're a nice flowing river. Very good, everyone. One more big stretch up, then rainy fingers down to rainy toes. Now another jumping creature that lives down by the river is a frog. Can you take yourself, just like you did the bunny pose, but we're going to sit up a little bit taller and take our froggy fingers down towards our mat or down to the ground. And can you just jump like this? Big jumps. And then maybe on number 3 you'll do a huge leap into the air. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Very good. And frogs can get a bit sleepy too, so show me your froggy fingers. Maybe you're up on your tiptoes and take a big stretch. And one more, big breathing in. And frog says, thank you for waking me up, guys. I've been asleep all winter and I'm really happy to be playing with you in the springtime. Now we've only got 2 more creatures to meet If we go towards a little rustling pile of leaves, let's see who we meet down there. Now come onto your knees again. Take your head down like you did for your dormouse pose, but this time take your arms up behind you like you've got spikes on the end of your fingers, and just gently move from side to side with your arms forwards and backwards, because which small creature has a spiky back? Do you know? That's right, it's a hedgehog, and hedgehogs like to live in piles of leaves. So can you gently just rock your hedgehog from side to side, and then all of the creatures say, "Wake up, hedgehog." Maybe you can say it too, "Wake up, hedgehog." And the hedgehog takes a big stretch and out. One more, breathing in. And he says, "Thank you so much for waking me up. I have been asleep all winter and I'm so happy now to be playing with you in the springtime." Now just one more creature to meet before we've finished our little springtime adventure. And at this time of the year, there's lots of little eggs, sometimes chocolate ones, but sometimes eggs that belong to birds. Now make yourself into an egg shape, a bit like we did for dormouse. And we're going to grow up into a tiny little springtime, bright yellow, fluffy chick. That's right. So the egg begins to move. Maybe you'll just gently rock. Maybe you'll go all the way over onto your back and you'll be rocking like a little egg, maybe forwards and backwards and over onto your tummy again, all the way up, maybe to the other side, and just gently the egg begins to crack. So can you imagine you're a little chick coming out of your egg? Oh, that's amazing. And then put your hands down onto your hips and gently flap your wings. And you are waking up. Not only are you waking up, you're being born, little chicks. So lovely. And have a little stretch of those wings. Very good. And just bring one foot gently in front and let's flap your little baby chick wings. It's so exciting to have a new creature born, isn't it? And then another one. Just bring that foot forwards. Gently, gently, up and down. Very good, everyone. Now maybe you can just play a little game and try and remember all of those poses. So if I say a creature, maybe you can do the pose and then I'll do it again with you. So first of all, we met Bonnie the bunny. Can you remember? We were jumping up and down, and then we brought our ears up tall, and then we let one be a little bit floppy, like this. And remember, Bonnie lives in the woods. So can you remember when we did our tree pose right back at the beginning? Very good. Now, living in the log pile house, who's that? Can you remember? That's right, it was Snake. So down onto our bellies, and when we lifted up and down. Very good. That was our snake pose. And after that, we had our tiny little dormouse. Can you remember making yourself as tiny as you can, living in the long grass? That is brilliant. And then slowly up next, we met our butterfly with our wings that were flapping. And then our bumblebee. Very good. And then our frog, who had slightly different, didn't he? He had his legs down on the ground. And then our hedgehog, who was like Dormouse but had a spiky back and was moving a little bit as it was rustling in the leaves. And then we met our little baby chick with its wings flapping and a leg gently out as it woke up from the egg. Brilliant, well, we have had such a lovely time together. And now, if you can take your hands up into the air, the sun is beginning to come down. So can you take your sunshine hand and watch the sun begin to set in the woods? One more time on each side. That is so lovely. Very good. And this time, even though the creatures are going to have a little sleep. They're only going to have a sleep for one night. And they'll wake up tomorrow and play again. And maybe you can just take a little lie down and put your hands down by your side, just getting comfortable. And maybe you can just take a few little breaths, sniffing in that lovely woodland air, breathing out, breathing deeply in and out. Maybe you can just pretend that you're in the woods now with all of the lovely creatures playing under the blue sky and the sunshine, with all the trees and flowers and insects. And just think for a moment how lucky we are to live in a world full of these amazing creatures. Just lying as still as we can, just having a nice quiet moment after we've been moving around and just having lots of fun together. And we'll just take a few more deep breaths, just pretending we're in the woods. Just a couple more breaths. Deep breath in. Try and make your belly rise as you breathe and breathe out, just feeling nice and relaxed and calm on the ground. Last big breath. And then slowly bring your knees up to your chest and just imagine you're saying goodbye for now to Bonnie, the bunny, and all of the other creatures, and we'll meet some more creatures on another day. So you give them all a little hug, and then we slowly come all the way back up. So we're sitting up nice and tall, and we'll take a big stretch together like we're waking up now. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to put our hands on our hearts and send love to everybody that we love in the whole wide world. And we have a magic word in yoga, and that's namaste, which means thank you for having time together. So placing our hands on our hearts, and on 3 we'll say namaste together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Well done, everyone. Give yourselves a clap for being so amazing. And I can't wait to see you again another day. Bye.